My man Nate, man, shout out to Nate.
What up, what up, what up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new video of Sportsway with Delle podcast. I am your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Delle. What's up, what's up, what's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Oh, hold up. Thank y'all for y'all. Oh, I like this sound better. Thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. I am a quarter away. Well, I'm not really a quarter away. I think I'm about 925, 926 subs. Almost at 1,000. I'm really trying to get to this style before the middle of April. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. You don't got to pay a dime. So hit that subscribe button for your boy. Also hit that notification bell. So that way, once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped a new video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. This video here, I had to do it. It's going to be harsh. And quite frankly, I really don't care. Obviously, y'all see the title of it. The 2026 Basketball Hall of Fame class has been announced. And I was actually on my way to work and the news broke out. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, I can't wait to get home. I got something to do when I get home. I definitely got something to cook up because I didn't think I was going to be recording tonight. I honestly didn't. I thought I was going to come home from work, clean the kitchen, have me a bowl of cereal, watch me a little Martin before I go to sleep. After seeing that, I was like, oh, yeah, I got something to talk about because, listen, for me, and you see it in the title, there's only two people in this class that are true Hall of Famers. And this is for all sports. Like, the Hall of Fame has now turned in, like Skip Bayless had a saying, the Hall of Very Good. And at this point in time, every Hall of Fame, whether it's Baseball Hall of Fame, whether it's NFL, whether it's Football Hall of Fame, obviously NBA Hall of Fame, because they just be putting anybody in. Anybody. At this point in time, you can't even call it the Hall of Fame anymore. Right now, it's the Hall of Very Good or the Hall of Mediocrity. Hopefully I said the word right. But you get my point. Anybody with a clear conscience, anybody that really, really is a fan of the NBA and has been paying attention to the NBA or even WNBA for that matter, because obviously, like I said, there are two women that are going into the Hall of Fame. You know for a fact, for a Snapple top fact, that only Candace Parker and Elena Delle are the two Hall of Famers in this class. They're the only two. So let's just process amarestoudemire and docrivers, okay? Let's just process them, okay? You have docrivers, right? This is someone who has coached in the NBA for quite some time, right? Quite some time he has coached in the NBA. He has one NBA championship as a head coach, and that was with the Boston Celtics, and that was in 2008. So we are close to 20 years since his last championship, well, his only championship as a head coach. Okay, granted, are we giving him credit for the NBA Cup in 2024? I know I'm not. Okay. Okay, granted, he has a coach of the year under his belt. In fact, he has one. Okay. But let's keep it all the way 100 here. Let's just keep it all the way tall. His history of choking in the postseason is more relevant than that championship that he won in Boston. And that's crazy. That's crazy. That your one championship that you got in Boston is irrelevant to all the times that you have choked in the playoffs. You've had countless 3-1 leads. Hell, you've even had 3-2 leads, and you've choked them away. Whether it was with the Clippers, whether it was with the Clippers, whether it was who else he coached? I'm trying to think of all these teams he's coached. Obviously, we know what he did with Boston. He had a 3-1 lead with Orlando, choked that away. He had a 3-1 lead with the Clippers, choked that away. If I'm not mistaken, he had a 3-1 and a 3-2 lead with Philly and choked those away, if I'm not mistaken. And for some reason, this man has been crowned the biggest accomplishment in basketball, the Hall of Fame. I did a video a while ago. I want to say last year. This was when Mike Tomlin was having his issues. And I basically pinned them alike. I basically said Mike Tomlin and Doc Rivers were alike. They were living off their one championship. And it's ironic that the year that they won the championship was the same year in 2008. Mike Tomlin has all the success with Pittsburgh, never having a losing season, all this, that, and the third. But you only have one Super Bowl to show for it, and that was almost 20 years ago. The same thing with Doc Rivers. And for some reason, he's now going into the Hall of Fame. He's not a Hall of Fame coach. I'm sorry, he's not. He is a Hall of Very Good. He's in the Hall of Very Decent. He's in the Hall of Very Mediocre. Not a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry. No, not a Hall of Famer. Now let's get to Amare Stoudemire. Amare Stoudemire is another one who is not a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. I hate to break it to people, but he is not a Hall of Famer. He made NBA All-Team 5 times. 5 times. In the words of Booker T, 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. That's dope. He won Rookie of the Year. Kudos to that. Other than that, what did you accomplish? You were never in a conversation for MVP. You was never the focal point of any team that you was on. Not to say that you had to be, because obviously there's role players that are in the Hall of Fame, but they were very well deserving. Amare Stoudemire is not a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer. Okay, granted, you got about 5 or 6 All-Star appearances, but you're not an All-Star. You're not. Again, like I said, You've never been in the MVP conversation. You never led the league in rebounds. You never led the league in blocks. You never lead the league in steals. How are you a Hall of Famer? Just because you averaged almost 18 points a game, that means you're a Hall of Famer? No. Okay, granted, you had that great run in Phoenix. That great run when it was Nash, Amare, and Sean Marion. Dope. But what did you get out of it? Nothing. You had a run with the Knicks where, it was looking like the Knicks was going to do something. And especially when Jeremy Lin came in the door with Jeremy Lin, Amare Stoudemire, and Carmelo Anthony, it looked like the Knicks was promising. It looked like the Knicks had finally turned around after being trashed for all these years. What happened? Nothing. And let's keep it tall. Injuries is another reason on why he's not a Hall of Famer. Injuries plagued him a little bit. So that kind of stopped his potential for being a Hall of Famer. But he's not a Hall of Famer. He just like Doc Rivers, he's in the Hall of Very Good. He's in the Hall of Very Decent. But Hall of Famer? No, not Hall of Famer. Again, there are only two people in this class that are true Hall of Famers, and that will be the ladies representing this, the WNBA. It's the ladies are the headliners for this. Well, for me, Candace Parker is the ultimate headliner. Not to pin the women against each other, because again, both of them is Hall of Famers. You're listening to someone who is a true diehard Candace Parker fan. Been a fan of hers since she was at Tennessee. And again, I'm a UConn fan. And I remember watching Candace Parker when she was in high school. Like, my infatuation with her started at the All-American high school game that they show every year on ESPN. That's when the infatuation started. Watching her in the dunk contest, watching her in the All-American game, and been a fan of hers ever since. I don't need to get into what she did at Tennessee, even though she did win 2 national championships, Player of the Year, all of that. I don't even need to get into the statistics. If you know, you know. Obviously, in the WNBA, we know what she did there. Made history. The only player in the history of the W to win Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same year. 3-time champion, 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, one of the 15 greatest players in the history of the WNBA. The same could be said for elenadelledonne. She's the only player in the history of the W to have a 50-40. She's the only player in the history of the W to be a part of the 50-40-90 club. If you don't know what that means you shot over 50% from the field goal percentage, you shot 90% from the free throw line, and you shot 40%, and you shot 50% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, 40% from the 3-point line. She's the only player that's done that. And I believe she has 2 MVPs, if I'm not mistaken. Both of these women have won Rookie of the Year. Both of these women have won Finals MVPs. Because elenadelledonne, she only has 1 championship. I think 2009, if I'm not mistaken, with the Washington Mystics. So, yeah. 2015 and 2019, she won MVP. 7-time All-Star. 4-time All-WNBA first team. All-NBA second team. She's on the 25th WNBA anniversary team. And then again, like I said, the Basketball Hall of Fame puts your college accomplishments and your pro achievements. She did some stuff in college too, but she played at Delaware. So, it was obviously overlooked because they weren't in one of the power conferences. Still was an All-American. So yeah, for me, there's only two players in this class that are true Hall of Famers, and they represent the WNBA. So the ladies are the true attraction for this Hall of Fame class, because Amare Stoudemire and docrivers are not Hall of Famers. I'm sorry, they're not. So something's got to give with these Hall of Fame classes, because they just be throwing anybody in there. And before I go, because I'm almost on 20 minutes, and that's as far as I want to go, there are three players. Since Amare is in, I think these three players should get in. Shawn Kemp. Why can't Shawn Kemp get in the Hall of Fame? He's more accomplished in a short period of time. I don't care about I don't care about the points part, because I'm quite sure Amare scored more than Shawn Kemp. But Shawn Kemp was a high flyer. He was trendsetting for a little bit. He made the NBA Finals, even though he ran to Jordan, but he still got there. You want to talk about Lob City? To be quite honest with you, Gary Payton and Shawn Kemp, at least in my era, was the ones that started that Lob City. People forget that. Go do your research. If you know, you know. Latrell Sprewell. Shit, Sprewell should be in the Hall of Fame. If Amare can get in, Sprewell should get in. I don't care about the choke thing that he did to PJ Carlesimo. We can exclude that. What he did on the court, that's what matters. And what he did on the court, he put his blood, sweat, and tears on the court. Whether it was with Golden State, whether it was with the Knicks, finals appearance, even though they lost to the Spurs, he still got there. Hell, even with the Timberwolves, with Sprewell and Sam Cassell. Listen, if Amare can get in, Sprewell should get in. And this next one, I'm sure a lot of people are going to love this one. Shit. If Amare getting in, let's put Penny Hardaway in. What we talking about? There was a time Penny Hardaway was one of the best point guards in the league. There was a time. Now, yes, I get it. Injuries plagued his career. Yes, absolutely. But the point is if they just throwing anybody in the Hall of Fame. Those names I just mentioned, hell, let's get them in. That's just my opinion. So, yeah, the ladies is the Hall of Famers in this class. Amare and Doc, they're in the Hall of Very Good. But y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. Am I bugging or am I on to something? Like, let me know. Like conversate with me. Like, let me know. Am I bugging? Am I too biased to the WNBA? But I'm just keeping it all the way real. Like, the women are the only Hall of Famers. They're the true Hall of Famers. And I'm quite sure I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm almost certain I'm not. But again, y'all hit me in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think. It's time for me to bounce. Thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell as well. That way, once a video is uploaded, you will get a notification letting you know I dropped the video. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another video of Sportsway with Dre Podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here.